Ah yes, what a lovely game. What a peaceful, friendly culture game. Oh dear, we are right in the middle of this now. 1058, I love where my empire is. We are on a bit of an up, and looking at this now, very tasty. We have more tourists than anybody else. We have kneecapped Pericles, Lautaro, and we're just going to go and do the same to Teddy, because Teddy is very quickly going to take the domestic tourism lead. We can't be having that, can we? No, 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 no. As I pick up steel, there's a couple of things I do want to think about getting immediately. Flight is a big one, because flight generates tourism from improvements that provide culture. Now, specifically for me, I have these things, my prasat. Do you remember these? These are my temple replacements, and they are good, because once flight is researched, you get 10 tourism if the city's population is 10 or higher, and 20 if it's 20 or higher. Like, that is a crazy thing, especially because a lot of my cities are now over 10 population. Now, very few, if not just the one, is 20 population, and you kind of need to go for a feed of the world build to really push on with that one. It's not that my cities don't have enough housing, like this one does have the housing you would need, but until the late stages of the game, that is unlikely. Otherwise though, as we hit ideology and we need to actually discover whether or not people are going for the cool governments or not, because I don't necessarily want the culture hit that you can sometimes have when you go to a tier 3 government. It's always worth keeping an eye on that one. But what I'm going to be doing is not necessarily beelining, or as I've already beelined it, but I'm not going to go for naturalists. Now, the reason I'm not going to go for naturalists is because I've just done a huge Canada game where I put them down everywhere, and that was good fun, but we kind of want to move on from that. What I'm going to do is beeline towards rock bands and then towards social media. That gives me the extra culture boost as well as the online communities card, and from there, I'm going to go for the Hallyu card. I'm going to see if I can use rock bands. My last game, rock bands were so poor, they were almost entirely pointless. So, I feel like I want to kind of try and find at least one rock band that does well. It may be difficult to do. I'm putting down a couple of colossal heads as well. They give me more faith, which are really, really good. But these things then translate to tourism, I believe. We'll just double check that quickly. Leventa, colossal heads, tourism from faith once flight is discovered. There you go, you see? It's lovely. If you can put them around the woods as well, they're really cool. Don't forget, faith translates into gold, science, and culture. We're also going to get Canticle soon. That will give me Relics of the Void in 4 turns, and also the ability to start flipping cities that have loyalty issues to, around me. So we'll see who goes into Dark Ages. Like, for instance, if Lautaro goes into a Dark Age, then I might be able to nab their capital. You never know. Stranger things have happened in games like this. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to be moving my army into the sea, get in the sea, and we're going to bring them over towards America. I'm going to sort of naval invade here, bring my armada round. I've got quite a nice armada, really. They keep embarking units like this. Please, keep doing that. I keep getting Admiral points. It's wonderful. Oh, Matthew Perry, look at him. That is basically Matthew Perry after Friends stopped and people realized just what a drug problem he had. Look at him. Look at those jowls. Oh dear. I also picked up, where is he? Eiffel. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to use Eiffel on at the moment, but I'll find some use for him, I think. Now, this is a landscape artist. Ooh. Okay. Nagmapu was definitely the first place I wanted to send you. Okay. Great. Well, off we pop to here. I could get Broadway, Bolshoi Theatre. It's basically one or the other of that particular set. I think the Hermitage has already been taken. Sydney Opera House would be a good one as well. I think the Bolshoi Theatre gives me the 2 randomly chosen civics, and Broadway gives me 20% culture in the city. I think I might take the culture in a second. We'll build that through, and I think that'll be good fun. You know what's really frustrating here? This is my army coming from my attack on Greece. Look, if I want to go underneath America, it's saying that it's 13 turns around the left side of the map. And if I want to go the other side, oh look, that's 13 turns around the other side of the map. It is literally the opposite side of the map from where my army is. Oh, that's so annoying. Thank goodness it's not a bigger map. That was a 7 charge builder. Hello. Forgot how good that city was. Brilliant. Oh, that's full visibility over here. I think I might have just got a military alliance upgrade with Coupe. No, the missionary is just... Okay, we got that before. That's fine. It's their missionary spreading visibility. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, flight. Lovely. Every time a holy site pops up, I'm like, yes, perfect. There's the shrine, 5 faith. There's Prasat, 12 faith. And the Gurdwara, 12 faith. I'm up to 1,138 faith per turn. It is a lovely thing to see. And again, exactly the same over here. A 1 buy, a 2 buy, a Gurdwara. Oh, first landscape down, and I believe that's an instant theming. Of course it is. Wonderful stuff. Right, the next one we need to go to is Hoenmapu. Okay, that should be close. Yep, it's just up here. So flight is just about to switch on. We're on 276 tourism, and then that'll hopefully go up a little bit with my holy site buildings to 418. Okay, so it's worth about 140 tourism per turn. That's not bad at all. Let's start speeding Broadway up. In my capital, we've got professional sports now, ready to rock as well. Perfect. Stadiums will be appearing everywhere. Pride and Prejudice. It's Jane Austen. Hooray! Extra Greek works are always fun. Now we've got flight. I believe there's not a huge amount else that we need on the tech tree. I'm going to beeline towards computers to get myself the extra tourism. So that will be involved getting a national park, 2 privateers, and adopting a government. Now, privateers should be fairly easy to do, actually. Did we ever finish the Venetian arsenal? Yeah, we did. Huh. Okay, right. Well, in that case, I really should be just getting privateers done. And I'm going to pick up a single national park. We're not going to go heavily on them, but I just want the one. I'll stick it, I mean, that'll do. That'll be doing nicely. But I'll do that just so that I can get the boost. Let's just do that. And then I'll, that's fine. Look at that, yeah, perfect. That will give me the boost on radio, and then we can kind of ignore them from that point on. Oh yeah, that's right, ski resorts. Oh, perfect. Okay, the builders I'm making on huge quantity here are all going to be doing very well. Industrial era time, and it's another golden age, which is a good thing. We're not going after the Mapuche still. They were always super fun. Dark age from the Mapuche. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Greece with the Dark Age is less cool, because I really don't want to have to kill that. Actually, no, we can just liberate them, can't we? Congo, again, same problem. Coupe in a heroic era. Oh, that's annoying. I was also thinking about stealing his stuff. Reform the coinage keeps all of my traders safe from the Americans. That's a good thing. And I just need to double check. Who have we not got trade routes with? Greece, I haven't got a trade route with. The Ottomans. Yeah, Greece and the Ottomans. Okay. Okay, well, they're all up in this direction, so I guess we should be able to get a pretty easy trade route going here. So their capital is on 0.9, 12.1 overall, but 0.9 down from citizen pressure. And I do have now some entertainment complexes and water parks that are done in the immediate vicinity. So we could start to throw some projects. That would be quite entertaining. No, but it's good enough for me. Canticle, bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Lovely stuff. Okay, cool. Well, when you're finished with that arena, let's just put the bread and circuses on. We'll see if it makes a difference, and let's start getting some cultists into the area. They're a little bit expensive, but you don't need many of them to start getting these relics up, and they will quickly be very good for your empire. There's the 2 privateers, by the way, so we can pick back up on Broadway where I left it. Lovely. Okay, that is good. Everything is sort of doing this. America keep dropping their units into the ocean 1 by 1 in their desperate attempt to come and navally invade me, but this is no D-Day. They just keep leaving them in the water for my ironclads to mop up. It's quite nice of them, really. Oh, hurricane headed west. West is okay, as long as you don't come southwest, that's okay. But I am watching you.
There's no
Broadway.
Like
Culture
business.
in the city, 20%. Done. Atomic Era Civic Boost? Done. I think it also has a couple of slots for great music and bits and pieces like that. So if I can flood it into my capital, I shall. Lovely stuff. Plus, I think it's quite a nice looking wonder when it all lights up. There we go. Oh, it looks unremarkable until bam, the lights come on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We have got lots and lots of cool space. Okay, let's just throw it all into my capital because we're getting double tourism from anything in my capital right now. In fact, I should just double check. We haven't got any super great works outside of my capital. Some of these great works are worth 4-4, like this one, for instance. That one needs to be in my capital because it'll be doubled up nicely. This is another similar one. So we've got, hang on, Yeah, 24. We've got 6 coming from that. That's good. Again, do we have another 4-4 sometimes? We have a few of them. Yeah, one of these is, there we go, that one, perfect. And now we just need more music. The sound of music, that's what we need. Not specifically the sound of music. Dear, that would be terrible. Ludwig van Beethoven, you would do nicely, but I might just pick him up naturally. We could start doing some projects, actually. That could be a good way of doing it, because right now, I don't want to be rushing this through. So Bread and Circuses has just started in that city. We've only got -1. That's a terribly small change there. So, okay, we need to just keep working these projects, see if we can make a difference. It's Cultist time. Nice, 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 nice. Only little loyalty bursts every time I do it, but it's good fun to see. Now, they're probably going to tell me off for sending military units to them. These do count as military units. I mean, I guess that's probably quite fair. Organised cults, they can be pretty military in formation. Yeah, told you so. They really don't like cultists. I mean, admittedly, if this was a multiplayer game and somebody had sent this many cultists to come and just like lurk around your land, you'd be equally as miffed. You really would. Unfortunately, even with all of these Bread and Circus projects, still can't quite get enough onto Mapu. It's a huge governor loyalty bonus they get. That's a bit of a problem. I really wanted that pressure. Actually, I can get this city doing it as well. Might just be able to be enough to tip it over, but I mean, it's unlikely. Just keeping an eagle eye out for when the AI is buying these works up, and I will steal them right back. I got Coupe here, but he's being stingy. Like, buying these from him is proving quite expensive. Alright, time to take this city back. I want it back. It is mine. Yeah, that should easily start to fall. Fingers crossed. Hey, the rest of my fleet has finally showed up. Nice. That's a battleship attack onto that city, and then we'll go 1 attack, 2 attacks like that. Perfect. I've got my ranged city strike, because don't forget, I do have steel walls with all of the 1 fortification health they have. Wow. What a big attack that is. And then we'll use my other boats just to try and stop these naval invaders from getting too close to me, because they're going to take this city back almost immediately. I can tell already. Nope, loyalty is still pretty pants. Although this city, however, 1.8, that might be able to get flipped. Do I have... No, the project's not available in this city because I haven't got a water park, but that can happen pretty quickly. Let's get that one sorted, and then we'll go for poor Mapu. Yes. Oh, I like this plan all of a sudden. That's a fiendish plan. We'll take that city, and then their capital will fall pretty quickly. Lovely. In the meantime, we are starting to get some relics. Now, I have plenty, absolutely plenty of spaces for relics in my empire. That is not a problem. Only thing I want to do is make sure that they are in my capital where possible. So if we just go to my Prasat, where is my capital? Here it is. And bam, the Dream Eater. I love how weird the relics are. Oh, it makes me very happy. Now that is the capital down to 0 loyalty. It's not going to flip to me though until it hits minus overall. So just sending some of my cultists now down to this city to do the same job. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Just put your unit into the sea. Why not? At this stage, why not? Ugh, terrible. Now they're just embarking all of their units in a sort of frenzied attempt to be able to navally invade me, and I've got to be a little bit careful because they probably will be able to unless I keep an eye on them. Let's just quickly move you to there. Perfect, and then I can get 1 attack in, followed by 2. I'm focusing on my melee attacks where I can because my ironclads leveling up is a really good thing. And we'll just pull my battleship in. Oh, look at that. We found some more targets. That's an army I've just killed there. Oh, 16 admiral points. Lovely stuff. Computers is done. Amazing stuff. Up to 884 tourism per turn. Not bad considering we are kind of cruising a little bit at this point. I can really turn the screw if I try a little bit harder. I think it's all about getting as many artists as we can at the moment. That's 3 more landscapes. I like landscapes. They are amazingly good, and more landscapes after that as well. I mean, perfect. Basically, our entire art museums are going to be filled of nothing but landscape artwork. Portraits? Terrible. Turn that thing to the side, I say. Oh, don't leave so many units in the ocean. This is just slightly painful to see. but we're doing it anyway. Frankenstein. Ooh, lovely. Stop leaving your units in the water. It's very frustrating. Like, how many do I have to kill? They've probably lost, I'd say, about 700 military strength just on this endless wave assault, making all kinds of extra relics. This is good. The cultists are on full flow now. No, 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 no. We don't like military emergencies. Normally people vote down on these, but I've only got the one vote this time, which is a little bit of a problem, and the game's thinking about it, so we might have an emergency here. Oh no. Now I think... Oh yes, so Greece has gone against me and the Ottomans have gone against me. That is a little bit of a problem. That is a little bit of a problem. Now, what did they want? Knossos. Knossos. Even worse. I mean, sometimes if you predict these things happening, you can give the city back, but in this particular case, not going to happen. Now, Greece is just about to get knocked out of the game, unfortunately. That's a little bit of a problem. I don't really want to take Argos here. And we're going to miss out on a bit of tourism because we can no longer send trade routes to Greece to the Ottomans. So, yeah, not so good, really. Social media. Here we go. Collective activism gives me 222 extra culture. And as much as public works is really good fun, I'm going to stick in online communities now. 50% tourism to people I have trade routes with. Now, I was already starting to just creep up a little bit, but we're now getting there nice and quick. Yeah, Teddy is the domestic tourism leader. I haven't been able to move any of my units into an attacking formation just yet because they are just kamikazeing units against me here. Like, it's actually difficult to find the space to do anything because I'm just having to kill all of their units. So, like, there's no threat to me whatsoever here. It's just moving my units around backwards and forwards, trying to just sort of scuttle them out of the sea. It's ridiculous. They're down to 1,700 military strength now. I've also just picked up combustion. Now, where are you? I had a Ursa army just waiting in Leventa. Now it's a tank army of 102 strength. I'm just going to drive it through into Portland. Because why not? More voting time, trade routes to me, yes. -5 loyalty will probably go to me as well. We don't really mind about these votes though. I'm kind of just chilling. Oh, the map's going absolutely weird. What happened? Portugal got both of them.
A good plan.
Oh, interesting. I think Portugal's, yeah, they're doing fine, to be fair. I'm not too worried about what's going on in Portugal land. I always like when I see this one, hint guide, Civilization 2. A void relic indeed. What I always like to do, where you've got where you have old god obelisks in a game, I almost said gobelisks there, I like to move all of the relics into actual temple buildings, or in this case prasats, rather than leaving them in the old god obelisks. So what sometimes you can find is if you leave the old god obelisks free and empty, you're more likely for random things to get sort of dumped into them. Quite handy in that sense. Yeah, look at that. All the prasats are now full. I'd rather they were full up of, you know, whatever they were supposed to have, like amphitheaters over here as well. Look, I've got writings in the old god obelisks. I'd rather they were just stuck in the amphitheaters. It's kind of a good place for them, really. Really need some more music at some point. Oh, yes, perfect. It's time for destroyers. These things are so much more powerful. 70 strength going to 85 strength. Yep. Shouldn't have too much of a problem now fighting into American territory. But actually, Cardiff is probably where I'm going to go first. Oh yeah, okay, that did quite a lot of damage, fair play. Okay, right, we're now down to, 0.4 over there. Lovely, bit of population growth in Geneva as well. If I move this city now onto bread and circuses, I'm hoping next turn we should see some movement. I'm still burning relics, or the cultists like crazy to get the relics. So far, so good. I have spent an obscene amount of faith on these things. There's up to 680 per pot, but I've got 1,400 coming in, so it's still easily worth it. And we can now do a little bit more theming, I think. Let's bring that to there, switch out these two, put you in there, lovely, and then we'll go bam, bam, move you to there. So we've got themed, 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 themed. We just need some more sculptures. There really are not many sculptures in this game at all. Very difficult to get sculptures. There's environmentalism, up to 1,500 tourism now. And we're starting to accelerate into the end game nicely. Desperately running low on oil though. That is a bit of a problem. Oh, and look, there we go. That city has just flipped. Brilliant stuff. Okay, right, you no longer need to do bread and circuses. That's great. That'll mean that this city will flip to me quickly. And don't forget, you can use your cultists very nicely on 3 cities as well. Okay, Cardiff is now ready to hit. Now, how strong are my attacks going to be on Houston? This is kind of what I'm wondering now. Pretty strong. So do I wait on Cardiff? Do I take Cardiff and Houston the same turn? I think I might need to. So let's just go 1, 2, 3 like that. And the next turn, I'm going to take both at the same time. Oh, I've stopped getting relics. Okay, normally this happens when you hit a certain number of Old God Obelisk relics, or sorry, Old God relics generally. Let's just count how many I've got. 24. Now that's the limit I remember, actually. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. That basically means that my cultists are going to be no use to me anymore, other than just being used to sort of knock the loyalty down. Look, if I recruit followers, I've definitely got space for more relics. I've got loads and loads of room. But if I use it, bam, no more relics. Oh no, I've got -1. -1 combat strength for not having oil. What a crippling penalty. Dear oh dear. In fact, actually saying that, I say that, I did just move my melee unit out of Cardiff. Why did I do that? Oh, that was a silly thing. Ugh. Never mind. Right, okay, I guess next turn is the turn that we attack Cardiff. Oh, actual envoys. Wow, I haven't had these in a while. What do I do with them? What's the point? A bit more culture. Let's get some more culture. Why not? Actually, no, we need another suzerain, don't we? And we can get a bit more culture that way. 1, 2, 6, 9. Lovely. Okay, we just got capitalism so I can get shopping malls. It's very important that you be able to shop all the time. Then globalization will sort it from there. Okay, so far, so good. All right, let's try this again. Attempt number 2. There's the naval invasion of Cardiff. Perfect. And then Houston gets 1 attack, followed by 2 attacks. And that city is taken as well. Now, what is America in a normal age? So this should be enough, I think, to hold the area for now. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. Keep the city and keep the city. Okay. 21 turn rebellion. Oh, 16 turn rebellion. Nice. Okay, that's brilliant. And Cardiff has, okay, I thought it might have a military encampment for a second, but it does not. Never mind. We can get some pretty decent troops in here in a second if we need. If we take San Diego, we take Baltimore. That should give us a pretty good sort of outskirt area. I'm just trying to think of what to do now. Get a drone in would give me some more visibility. I don't know. See how it goes. Okay, so the capital has fallen. That's intriguing. I would quite like it if my tank is the one to finish this off. Actually, we can do that. So we can go 1, 2, take the city, keep the city. Perfect. But they did take back their old city, annoyingly. Luckily, I have cultists still in here just to give it another little quick blast of loyalty pressure. Tasty. That otherwise is all going nicely. Oil is a bit of a problem still, but luckily for me, I have a bunch of oil in the sea. I'm just producing some builders quickly to go and pick it all up. I also have an absolute ton of it up in the frozen north. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sources. Beautiful. We need to keep an eye on a couple of things now. Greece is just about to flip out of the game, which means that I'm going to lose all 11 tourists with them. And the Congo going to do the same thing, so I'm just going to use some faith to get some units in to deal with that. But there's the Sydney Opera House. A bit useless for me at the moment because I don't have any great works of music, but that will sort itself out. Don't you worry. It's also a very pretty looking wonder. Again, oh, it's the fact that it always gets put next to a lighthouse. That's what I enjoy. Argos. I'm going to refuse it because I want to be able to put that back to Greece when the time comes. Speaking of when the time comes, Military Academy, I'm just going to buy that in Athens, which is lovely. And I'll get myself a helicopter army. Now that is incredibly powerful. 103 melee strength, and I'll be able to just push it into this city and go and liberate it when I need. I'm going to do exactly the same thing down here next time when I get enough faith to do it, and then my helicopter can go towards the Congo and liberate it when the time is right. I think that should be San Diego. Yes. Brilliant. Lovely stuff. Loyalty. It just all helps. The more cities I have in this area, they just help to keep each other loyal. No. You think you can just tab out of this game, my friend? That is not what I'm going to allow. I'm going to pull you back in as quickly as my helicopter army can make its way around, which is pretty pretty quick. Yes, I know, people really like us. I get that entirely. Finally have a great musician. Broadway or Sydney Opera House? I think Sydney Opera House is where this stuff deserves to get put first. Oh, the world is flooding very quickly now. Ugh. It's weird not having Valletta in the game. Normally with 1,400 faith per turn, I'd just be able to pray my way out of that problem, but nope, not today. And this city is mine as well. Thank you, Mapuche. This is much easier. Much easier when you're not fighting back. You know, sometimes when you forget about barbarians and then you look at them and it's a perfect military formation. They have a line infantry protecting 2 field cannons which are shooting from behind. It's like, bloody hell, run away. Ugh. Right, I think I can just nab in and steal San Francisco, which is a brilliant pickup for me. Lovely stuff. Okay, that I'm hoping will stabilize the loyalty. Yes, it does in all of the cities apart from San Francisco itself. So let's just pull Victor in. Do I want to take Boston? Is that being greedy? Possibly. Possibly. We never know about being greedy, but it's always tempting, isn't it? How much do we want to handicap America? I think now we're here. The vanguard of my army is finally arriving, so we can't really just sit back and do nothing now. The Ottomans will take peace for 121 gold per turn. We'll just take that in a second. That's insignificant gold to me. I've got 780 coming in per turn. I'd rather take it to get the tourists from them. I think that's Greece. I think liberated? No, we can't liberate it. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe it wasn't their original city. I'll keep it for now. There's still Argos up to the north, so we can still do that one. Let's just quickly, we've got a road connected to it. I'm just going to pick up a nice modern armor. We can drive in next turn and just finish that one off. Have we got Hallyu? Yes, we do. Cultural hegemony. That is a fantastic card. 3 turns, and then we're going to start getting some rock bands now. I think it's going to be America are going to be the ones we want to target. So I think we've got to decide whether or not we go for Boston and go from there. I kind of do want to go for Boston though. That's the thing. That is the thing. This encampment needs some stuff in it, but let's just quickly sell a bunch of luxuries and then we'll sell some strategics. Hang on, I've got like tons of stuff here. Yeah, look at this. Basically, I'm just buying up all the upfront gold I can get away with. That's perfect. That means I can now go to, I think it makes sense to do it in that city, although San Francisco, actually, no, we'll do it here. Let's go for the armory, let's go for the military academy, and perfect, now I can go, let's have a modern armor army, just like that, bam. I will, however, take peace with the Ottomans. Yes, I know it's a bunch of gold, but if I give them some luxuries instead, it's a little bit less gold, and it's worth it. It's worth having that gold coming out every turn, because now I can get the open borders, like so, and I can send them a trade route. Bam, done. Let's try again with Argos. I think I can, there we go, liberate Greece back in. That means I now have the 11 tourists that Greece left me, and I have one more place that I can get a trade route to. Open borders, yep, great, perfect, and let's send a trader in immediately. This is what we call keeping a culture puppet. Basically, you're keeping someone alive just to siphon tourists from them. It's a really effective strategy. Mont Saint Michel. This gives me 2 relics in my capital, which is really, really cool, because basically anything I throw in my capital gives me way more tourism than anything that I don't throw in my capital. It's a lovely thing. Religious tourism isn't a huge thing for me, by the way, because there are other religions in the game and people have enlightenment and all that stuff, but it is always good to have rather than not. Matthew Perry. Actually, he's going to be really handy because Nan Nadol still exists in the game. Where is it again? Over there. Okay, perfect. My closest city is probably this one. So through you come, over 8 turns. That'll be a fantastic pickup. 1 attack on Boston, like that. I've got 2nd attack on Boston, and then 3rd attack. The city is mine. Yes. Lovely stuff. Oh, it's so satisfying to take all these back. I say back. I never had the right to them in the first place. I should probably make that fairly clear. I very much am the intruder in this situation. Just ignore the things that sound a little bit like schmimes. Cultural hegemony. Okay, dokie. Heritage tourism is probably giving me the least amount of tourism there. I'd rather pick up the Hallyu card because it is time It is time for me to be rock banding this up. Yes, I'm just going to do them all next to America. It's going to be wonderful. Now, the question is, do I leave them with Washington? Yeah, I might leave them with Washington, actually, because I can do lots of concerts there. Is that better? Yeah, I think I'm not going to really peg... I've pegged them a little bit in terms of domestic tourism they're putting out. They're still getting 400 per turn, though. That is a lot. That is a lot. And they do have 2 theatre squares there, but I think I'd rather do it this way. We know we've proven that war is successful. That's fine. Just, you know, let's just have peace. Have a little bit of a friendship time. This is great. Open borders. Yes, yes, yes. Lovely. I mean, you don't mind me borrowing these 4 cities, do you? Actually, 4 cities. There's another one over here. Cough. Oh, yeah. By the way, look, there's the Congo. Disappeared. I told you. Told you they'd go. Can we just do it in one go? Yes, we can. Liberate them back. Perfect. No, 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 no. No city-state emergency. I've just put about 300 favour worth into voting down on that one. I just can't be bothered to have another war right now. It's really no threat to me whatsoever. I've got 2,500 military. I don't even have the most. Portugal with 3,700 has the most military. They are absolutely rocking it. It's normally because they have about 7 million nows everywhere, but yeah, we'll just pretend that we don't see them as a threat. We really do. Now, what have America got? They've got a bunch of theatre squares as their, like, most important thing. So, let's just double check. 2 levels more experienced on theatre square district tiles. Yeah, well, I think we're going to start with these, because those are quite good promotions, glam rock, in order to get these bands sort of started. The problem is sometimes is that they get stuck at level 1, they don't do anything, and then you just sort of like end up going in circles. Glam rock, glam rock, glam rock. Okay, cool, right. There's a bunch of theatre squares, 1, 2, and I think both of these have film studios on them. Oh no, Philadelphia's one doesn't, but this one does down in Washington, so that's a good start. Oh, that's a big old hurricane. No, all the crabs are going to get sucked into another crabnado, and all of our cities are going to get killed. We should have known. We should have known by the ancient historic markings of the crabnado over here. We were warned. We were fools. Wouldn't that be the best start of a crazy movie ever? I'd love it. Right, Theatre Square. There's another one over here. We've actually got 3 of the things to use. That's pretty cool. Right, 26. Okay, that's already a 2nd level band. This is what I mean about the Hallyu card. Oh, you actually just have a chance. 2nd level, Legends of Rock. That was 3,000 tourism that one generated. 3,000. Night Eagle, opening act. Hey, I'll take it. I will take an opening act. That is fine. That's Cristo Redentor. Man, I should have kept going. That would have won me the game very quickly having that. Oh, it was such a big burst of tourism of America there. Question is, 10 turns, victory 10 turns, turn 190. Can we get it on turn 200 or before? We should be able to. We should be able to. Rock band level. Right, let's promote these up. Level 1 level more if on a wonder. Goes to 11 is relatively useful. If America had any neighbours, it does not, so that's rubbish. Indie's a bit pointless. Music festival. Natural parks, again, this is the wrong teddy for that. Getting gold is more fun. Reggae rock, but it's not really, you know. Religious rock, oh, that would be really annoying for them. Let's go for, should we go for space rock? I think let's go space rock as promotion number 2. Yeah, perfect, that's great. That's great, come on Night Eagle. Go on, Night Eagle. Rising Stars, they are desperate to not promote themselves. Talking Cats? Talking Cats, no. Opening act again. Just not good enough. Just not good enough. Let's get another couple of rock bands. Let's do it. Come on. Alright, we'll prioritize our amazing ones like Classical Chinchilla. Just what a load of legends they are. Opening act. Okay, 2,700 tourism though. Still pretty nice. Let's do this one. And level 3 Fury Yaks. Oh. Headliners, albums sold. It's all coming good. Talking Cats. Opening act again. Only 300 tourism generated. Dear oh dear. What is going on with you, Night Eagle? You've gone all shy on me. Oh, Nana Dog got killed. Boo! Well, the AI seems to have been pretty good at killing city-states, but not so good at killing itself or other people. Maybe it's just the naval map, but I'm actually quite disappointed by how little war has been done on this map. Yeah, I don't know, maybe there's just something inherently broken with the AI here that's really stopping them from getting too involved with war full stop. I don't know, it's all a bit strange. 237, 327, oh yeah, we were getting them quick. 8 turns, we're back down to about turn 200. Oh, it's gonna be very close. Very, very close. Come on, Fury Yaks, you get yourself out of here, and we've got campuses we can work on, wonders. I think I'm going to give them, should we give them roadies as a 3rd promotion? That might be quite good, actually. Go on, Classical Chinchilla. You do it. You do it. Rising Stars. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's not exciting, but it'll do. Talking Cats. Oh, 3,500 tourism, even though that was a level 1 band. That's pretty effective. Political Explosions. I love the names of some of these. They're just so tragic. Medieval Maniacs. Oh, cool. Level 6. Legends of Rock. 3,000 tourism. There we go. These are the sort of things, these are the sort of performances that I am looking for here. Night Eagle. Go on, go find me another theatre square. There's got to be some more around here. Alright. Classical Chinchilla. There's a university there. There we go. Plus 1,000 tourism if this goes well. Oh, 4,250. Yeah, fair play. That's a good 2nd promotion, that one. Medieval Maniacs, you just get out. I quite like this, actually. Space rock from glam rock. I mean, imagine a band that genuinely did space rock and glam rock. That would be kind of a little bit strange. Talking Cats. Now, you've just been I don't want to use the word disappointment, but that's exactly the word that I feel like using right now. I mean, just look at the Fury Yaks and how much better they are at everything they do. That's a 4th level one. Legends of Rock, 6,500 tourism generated. They've now sold 350 albums. Oh, yes. Political Explosions, Rising Stars. We still haven't had a single one explode just yet. Not a single one. It's kind of a bit disconcerting based on how unlucky we got with the RNG on the last culture game we went on. That was spectacular how unlucky we got. Go on, Fury Yaks. You can do it. This is your chance to shine here. 6,200. That was only opening act. Goodness me, for an established band, that was an atrocious performance. Night Eagle. There's our first one lost. Creative differences. I always suspected Night Eagle. They just didn't have it together like the others. Not like Political Explosions. I say that. No, I mean, they're doing okay as well. Rising Stars. Goodness, we're getting a huge amount here. This is so much fun. I don't remember the last time our bands did generally so well. It just shows you the power of Halyukard. So good. Oh no, Teddy he's censored rock music. Oh, Teddy, why would you do such a thing? I was having so much fun. Oh, I was trying to get the 200 turn victory. Oh, he knew it. He knew that he'd be screwing me over by doing that. The bastard. Oh, I was 1 turn away. I needed 1 more turn of those crazy rock band numbers. Oh, that is frustrating, especially because what happens is your rock bands get stuck in like frozen north, and it's like, okay, great, well, what can I do with these things then? Lovely. Oh, well, I guess I'll go to Portugal, but I mean, honestly, what's even the point? Grumble, grumble, bloody America. Bleh. Matthew Perry gives me Vilnius. 1,800 culture now. Oh, I'm still annoyed about Nan Nadal. That would have been an amazing city-state for me to take. Oh, the Ottomans have declared on me out of nowhere. Blimey. Okay, well that's something. I did not expect that to happen. I'm actually fairly impressed. Unfortunately for them, I've got 1,400 faith per turn, and very little to do with it at the moment apart from buying great people pointlessly. So yeah, you may find my defensive army, Ottomans, goes up very, very quickly. Very, very quickly, especially because I can buy machine gun armies now. Oh, and I think I've just won the tourism victory as well. Oh, you literally could have done this any time, and you just waited a turn too long. But I do respect what you were trying to do. That is fair. Machine gun armies, bump, like so. 102 range strength. Yeah, we should be laughing with those. And giant death robots, I think. That would be fun. Well, they declared on me, and I had a modern armor literally on their borders. They may regret doing this. There is the victory. We didn't really get to see the war too much, but that's probably for the best because it would have been very short and sweet. Only Winston Churchill? Come now. Ugh. Atrocious. Right. Unfortunately, the graphs have this really sort of muddy brown colour. Actually, that's not me. That's Shaka. Ah, I'm the slightly lighter brown colour. Okay, fine. So buildings constructed, you can see I was doing quite well. Culture-wise, I took the lead at about turn 130. Science, I think I was having a pretty decent game. Yeah, look, I was vying for the lead for some time. I think I first took it on turn like 120, and then it was between me and Portugal the entire way. Faith, though, no one could hold a light to me. I was just laughing very quickly, although Georgia just had a good faith game right from the off. I think that's because they had their unique walls that they could just spawn into existence. Pretty damn good. Total religions founded. Good. I was religion number 5. It didn't really matter what happened because I, had a lot of religions on this game, and I only built a few wonders. The Zulu actually had a pretty decent game this game. Like, I was winning on score, but only towards the end. Zulu had just an amazing game. I really, really wanted to see them do more, though, with the map. They had all of this space. I had the Congo on their border for some time. Oh, hang on, it's just going to show me about 500 things whilst I try and do something different. Yes, I know. But look, they have the Congo right on the border. I mean, I guess they did take, I think, it's Kwango. I think that might have been one of the Congo cities. Bulawayo, I think, is a Zulu city. I might be wrong on that front. Obviously, the Congo was sort of over here, but they've taken at least one, but I think that was loyalty. They could have chucked an entire army towards the Congo here, and I felt like there was more to give on this map, like, especially Portugal. Portugal could have gone for Coupe. Yeah, I know, St. Basil's Cathedral, it doesn't matter right now. I've won, okay? It's fine. Yeah, there was some... watching the AI declare war on me to seize my island city, that was a very American thing to do. There was no oil around this island, so why America wanted it, I don't know. But... sick burn, eh? But yeah, it has... this No Walls mod, it has the potential for the AI to be really good, but the AI needs to be cranked up and aggressive. So with this AI mod, the real strategy mod that I use, if I take all of the other victory conditions off and just leave domination on, in theory, that makes the AI a bit more aggressive. So maybe I'll try that off camera sometime and we'll see if that works. But anyway, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed the mod. Yes, I know for players, I'm probably not going to use it again. Walls not being in existence was just too easy for me. Like, what I could essentially do was be like, oh look, it's steel walls with a tank, and bam, it's all gone. Actually, that, though, is perfect proof of how walls work in Civ 6. Did you see how, even though the fortification health was only 1, and my modern armour would do pretty much half the city's health in one hit, because it was 100% strength, regardless of how much wall there was, I did 100% less damage, so I only did 1 damage there. So yeah, walls work in a very strange way in Civ 6, and it's quite nice to see it in action. But yeah, it has all the potential to be an amazing mod for the AI, but for me, I mean, I'm just too good at war, and the AI really stood no chance, so bless it. I probably won't inflict it upon it again, but I really enjoyed that. And just really quick before I go, and before I say thank you to the Patreon supporters, thank you all for all the support that people give me generally. Like, these games are taking me quite some time to film at the moment because I'm trying to do bigger maps and interesting playthrough styles, and like all the engagement I'm seeing on the videos at the moment with the crazy views and the crazy comments and the crazy, just all the crazy numbers, it's making a huge difference, and it makes this so much easier to do because it takes so much of my time, but I love it, and just watching it all come in and watching you all enjoy it makes it just all the best. So thank you so much. Anyway, off to the outro. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petrovan, Matthew Hatch and Nim for all of your support, as well as everybody else who watches, likes, comments and engages with the video. Thank you very much. See you next time.